I'm live. Hit the button. It says excellent connection. It says bitrate's bad apparently. Apparently too high. Even though I have it set to the less pro. I've been alive for 40 seconds. Doesn't even feel like that. It feels like maybe 20 seconds. The one I looked up. Like half the time. More accurately. Half the time. Hello, psychotastic. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Demon Zeri. So I know what none of you are thinking right now. Why aren't you playing Hyper Life Drifters? Nice to see you talk to yourself. Sometimes it feels like I am speaking to myself, but then I do remember there is chat, there are people listening. Sometimes I am a one-man band where I have to keep the conversation going with essentially myself because, people are just listening in the background. I feel I do fair enough in those moments, except when I'm too hyper-focused, like yesterday on Mass Effect. But I did that for me. Yes, Pivot is people. This is actually pretty cool. Restream, the thing I use to stream to both sites, is actually picking up YouTube chat YouTube chat quicker. I don't know why I said quacka. It's like quacka. It's like I'm saying it quicker, but I messed up the word. Yes, it's actually picking up the chat faster than the actual YouTube chat thing. So that's nice. It's not going to give you the same speed as Twitch, I'm assuming, but at least it'll show up on, the screen itself. Who knows? Quack. Yeah, like I'm just fucking up the pronunciation. Yes. None of you are wondering why no Hyperlight Drifters today. Well, Lulu Suzuhara, and most of you who are in here, yes, Pivot, I saw you did the ooh and then you did your message retracted. You're not. Also, it still appears on the chat thing. Your message doesn't get deleted from this. Congrats, Pivot. I know people look at chat more for these streams, or at least I'm assuming. I have a very strong feeling they look at chat more at times. But they're going to look back at the screen at some point. And we all know my chat doesn't move fast enough for your message to be just scrubbed away by just a flood of messages. And don't even do the, no, wait, no. Or, you can't, Rikku. No, 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 no. Well, at least you can tell I'm mostly myself. No, wait, no. Yeah, now you're just doing it for the meme. You don't even mean it. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Now you're just doing it for the meme. You're not actually saying it anymore. You can't, Rikku. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. Now you're just trying to fill in the quota instead of actually doing it. I know when you're half-assing it. Yes. So, I think everyone here, besides maybe Pivot, because I think Pivot would actually be fucking scared right now by what I'm about to say. Um, Lulu Suzuhara uh, is graduating. And let me tell you, when I woke up today, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stream the game today, and then I'm gonna do some workouts, and then I'm gonna start doing some other things that I've been lacking on recently, and we're just gonna get things done today. I was like, all right. So I was, I wasn't like too hyped or anything. It was just like I was like, yeah, I got a game plan. This is what I'm gonna do today. Wake up, So I'm on. So what actually happens is I'm on my bed, watch a few videos, and like get myself, going a bit. And I was like, all right, get out of bed, go to the computer. Um, and turn on my computer because I actually shut off my computer yesterday. I was like, okay, we're just get things ready. Uh, oh hey, Pivot tweeted this one thing at German 985. Uh, let's see, let's see if he got any response for that. I was like, oh, let me just scroll down. No, I don't even think I scrolled down. I think it was the first thing I saw was that someone retweeted uh Lulu's message, and I was like, oh, it's something from Lulu. It's like, oh, what was being retweeted? And it's her graduation. And I've talked about how Gibara and Lulu. I don't know if I talked about much of Lulu, but I know I talked about Gibara and how she was one of my favorites. But Lulu was the other one. They're my two favorites. And there won't be some mysterious, oh, this other person, graduate. They were my third. No. Gibara and Lulu were my favorites. They were just pure entertainment to me. One of them was very hyperactive and an honest degen who was very on. She wore her heart on her sleeve, and the other one was like a very chill experience with undertones of eldritch horror. Um, but yeah, um, now it's someone. It's just someone graduating. Why did it put you in a slump? And why are you even talking about this? You could have just, said, hey, I got something coming up today. Can't do stream. Now that I think about that, honestly would have been the better one. Just not say anything. But I told Corner and Pivot a while ago. I think this is even before Ibarra graduated. That if when Suzu graduates, or Lulu, when Lulu graduates, I'm just done. And I was only 40% joking. I'm not going to say it was half and half. It was, I was 40% serious. No, I was 40% joking. The rest, I was serious. Is this me saying I'm graduating? No, it's a, to me, it's a bit more complex. Like, here's this group of people, they're part of an organization, of course. It seems like they're having a good time, having a good time with chat, just playing games, also doing all these other events, actually training, working themselves up. They have lots of things they have to do in their off time, and they're producing stellar content. They're doing honest work. They're working a job and they're doing honest work, and it seems like they're having a grand old time. And of course, everyone graduates for one reason. They want to move on to something else. But then it's always like That's the thing. This is why it should have been better just for me to say, hey, something came up. I just won't stream today. I should have just done that instead. I didn't. I just had to talk about this. Hmm. And it's always things like, before stream, it's like, all right, I'm going to talk about this. This is kind of what I want to say. I don't think of writing it down because I think I'll remember, but then it's always in the moment, it's like, nope, don't remember nothing. Remember jack shit I was going to say. Then I'm just frustrated. I'm just frustrated. Like, there is part of me that could just do, like, there is a part of me that feels like I could just stop this all right now, this whole VTuber thing, and just act like the last year didn't happen. And I don't want. I know the people who are here right now understand that it's not about like low viewership or like, not blowing up or anything like that. But then what is the reason? And I think I've said it before. I don't know what I'm doing. No, that's not the reason. That's not the reason. But there is a part of me that could just drop all of this right now and just act like nothing happens. And that sucks. That really does suck. And do not think that it's because none of this meant anything to me. It's because there's been lots of things that meant a lot to me. Um, Groups of friends, events, memories. Um, but I've just had to drop these friendships, essentially, all these things, and act like nothing happens. And I think I've gotten a little too accustomed to that, where I can just do that. Riku's reason is because he said he would if this happens. There's more to it than that. Um, but yeah, there's been plenty of times where, like, I would achieve something and be very, I'd be super happy with it, super proud of it. I think that's the better way of putting it, actually. But I just couldn't bring it up to anyone because no one would understand. Even when they tried to act happy for me, it was always like a more disgusted appreciate, like congrats, or like a totally uncaring that like they didn't understand what it was, and it was just never, it was just always better in my mind to never bring up whatever I was happy about to anyone, uh excluding my brother. So my parents, my friends, like anything, like the only person I could tell was like my brother, and like he didn't need to understand what was going on. He was just happy that I was happy. And that that like I put work into it, or that I got by the skin of my teeth, or I just did the thing. And because of that, like it's just easy for me to drop things and to act like nothing, like, oh, this amazing thing happened. Well, just never bring it up again. Never, just don't share my joy. And that's translated into something good happens. So, like, something good happens. Um, I can act like it's just a normal day. Nothing happened. Doesn't matter how much time it took or whatever. I just reset back to zero. I was like, all right. And bam, I act like, this whole escapade of me being a VTuber never happens. I don't know if that, as I've always said, words are hard. I don't know if that came across clear with this whole tangents. But yeah, like there's just so many things right now that stress me out. Like one of them is school, and then like having to do that, and then I want to do this as well. And like I'm starting to question if I want to do this. And it's like, oh, you could just, stream once to twice a week. And then it's like, do I want to if I'm just going to be stressed out the whole time with school and my internship? I have to do this. That's the other fucking thing. If I get the internship that's like readily available at the school, I have to guarantee work 20 hours in Monday through Friday between the hours of 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And from the way that the school has set things up, I feel like I'm going to be at the school for almost 12 hours a day for most of the week. And then I have to study, and then so then it's like, why not take a break? Because I don't want to. And it's not a dumb or stupid question. That is a very good thing to bring up. Like, and that's also, I'm glad you brought that up. Um, because I was listening to a stream earlier, and someone like said, "Hey, like if you're feeling like this, why don't you take a break?" And it's a very valid idea. And some people do need to take that break. I wanted to say this. For some people who are growing, you know, the idea of taking a break terrifies the ever living shit out of them. Because what if they come back and the momentum's dead? Now, in my situation, we don't really have that kind of momentum. But it was just something interesting to think about. Yay, somebody uses the word valid in a correct way. But like this streamer, it seemed like they're picking up steam, and they've already taken a couple breaks before, and then like they talk about how when they took like their first break after debuting or whatever, they just lost a lot of momentum. And the thing is, like, a lot of people were like, "Yeah, this person's great, this person's amazing," but then they had school they had to do work with, and they just These kind of, like, they're getting the momentum back, but they just kind of, as I said, they just kind of stopped dead in their tracks. Again, we don't have that. I don't have that thing on me. I don't have that pressure. So I could take a break. But to me, my break was when I had to do schoolwork. That's the only way I could think of it. Like, to me, the idea of the break was this thing that's taking away time for me doing this. And now it's, I want to bring this up. This is a tangent. I'm gonna write this down just so I remember what I was just on. Okay. Rikku. So let me just put this out there. So no one's been hounding me for videos, maybe jokingly, like like no one's gone on my case. But uh, so if you're wondering in the back, why don't you make videos? There's the fear in the back of my mind that I make the videos. Let's say they explode. Let's say we get a lot of people. I immediately have to start slowing down production almost to a halt when school starts up. And that scares me. That like that's slowing production, like I just lose all the people I gained with those videos. And like, and you could say like, if they like the videos and they're there for you, they're fine if it. But that's the other thing. It's like, people can, again, you can subscribe to a channel and not watch. And one thing that people do is that when they see a channel with a lot of subscribers, like I've seen a channel with near 100K subscribers, and they only get like 20 views. And like, nope, that's a dead channel. That's their first reaction. That's a dead channel. And I don't want that to happen. Like, I don't want that to happen where someone just looks at the channel and is like, oh, that's a dead channel. And then the other thing is, a lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, I see streaming almost every day, and then like I start only streaming like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And, there is no commitment for me to make things for people, to do these streams. There is no commitment for me to do that. But these are fun, and I like doing them. What's the word? What is the word I'm thinking of? It's not about what I was just talking. Stream of consciousness. I'm at this point essentially just saying things that are just coming to mind. You're watching a person's stream of consciousness, where words are essentially coming out, and I believe they're in the right order, but perhaps they're not. But yeah, like that's another thing. Is like, people come in, they're like, "Oh man, I want to see Rikku stream," and then like I only do it once in a blue moon. And you have to remember, with me, it is a coin flip whether the stream is fun or it's just, me. What's the best way to put it? I wouldn't even. The word chill probably isn't the one. I'm gonna just say boring. And I know that, some people. I know Demon Theory said it once, where it's, I could watch paint dry. You'd still be here and having fun. But I want to try to entertain. And I just don't know what sticks or not. And after these couple of months, I'm sitting here still perplexed. Like, remember, most of the best moments in this stream, in this channel, or whatever, is it's never planned. And you can say it for a lot of things. Oh, some of the streamers' best moments, come from when it wasn't planned or anything. But this is every stream. Like, most of their streams are fun. Or it's really chill. You can relax to it. That's the thing. That's why I didn't want to use the word chill, because when you're chilling, it doesn't matter. You're just taking it back. Just relaxing. But there's a difference between relaxing, chill, and boring. And like, there's just some days where I just don't know. Like, I'm just like where I just don't really say much, or I just really talk about, or if I do talk about something, does it really interest anyone? At this point, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I'm just pissed at myself that I decided to stream today instead of just saying I'm just had something come up. Like, at this point, I might just quit because I did this stream. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, this was not worth people's time. But let me talk about something that will make it worth people's time. I can't believe I actually... So right before this stream, I went to Twitter, and I remember something. So last night, I was listening to some stream. I won't say who it was. It wasn't Pivot stream, because I was actively involved in that. But I remember I was listening to a stream last night. They're still up at like 2 in the morning or something my time. I don't know what time zone they're in. They're talking about a few things, and like, they're having hard time with like their artist mom or whatever, and like all these different things and all these and I remember, I'm glad I remember this now. I remember hearing all that, and I thought to myself, if Enma were to never acknowledge me ever again, and like all I had was this mom, that's it. That's all she's ever done for me. I would believe that I don't need anything more. Because to me, this art that she gave me is perfection. And if I were never to have another thing done, like done by her for an outfit or anything, I would still only look at her and go, thank you. What you gave me was amazing. Because, first thing you see of me is this, but I'll always remember looking at this model the first time, and all I could do was smile. That's it. All I could do was just smile and just be happy whenever I saw this model. And there are times when I look at this model still where I just look at it, where I look at the sheet that I was given by Iron Vertex from Enma, where it's the character, concepts. And whenever I look at that, I'm just happy because I remember what I felt when I first saw that. And then this morning, after, like, right before streaming, let me see if I can find it. But, uh, remember seeing something from, I'm trying to remember. Why can't I remember? But I was looking at the Iron Vertex Twitter, and then I was like looking at Brian, Soy, and then Enma. And then I've said this before. No, I remember now. But I looked through and I was going. I remember what I thought about yesterday. It's like if Emma never acknowledged my existence after this, all I could say to her is just thank you, and just be happy. And I remember why I started VTubing, because I just want to, and I feel that delving any deeper than that doesn't really matter to me. Where I could delve in, maybe, or the whole thing of quitting because of Suzu leaving or other things going on. It's just like, oh, maybe I should. No, with this, I just want to do it. And I remember right before a stream thinking, I want to become one of the biggest VTubers, but I want to do it in my own bullshit. I want to do it in the way that I've been doing it. And everyone, thank you for. I saw what you're typing. Demons Very Pivot, thank you. And Psychotastic. The other reason, so let me say this. There have been times that I've seen, people, open up about themselves. And I found it manipulative to an extent when, they have an audience. Because then, it's like, oh, if I just want to feel like, I mattered. I just want people to be there. And, like, they're placing a lot of their emotional baggage on people. And I never liked that. I know, Maxwell. I know you've been here. Again, is someone dying? No one's dying. But, I've seen other people do it where they put their baggage on people. And, like, the next day they get a whole bunch of views and it's like, oh my gosh, I never expected this kind of support. And they do it a couple more times. And I never wanted. It's like, this is why this stream is called just the talking stream. And, like, I didn't want to put, oh, Lulu Suzuhara, quitting, has me in a bad mood or anything, or just anything like that. I didn't want to make people, click on in here as, like, for a pity party or whatever. For those of you who came in and thought it was going to be something else, I apologize. But I think now, at least you guys will know. If you ever see talking stream, it's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be something serious then. So if ever it is talk streams or whatever talking stream, it's probably going to be down to earth. There won't be any shenanigans. Maybe there will be shenanigans later on, like in the first talk stream, but the main premise of it is it's going to be something serious. Not it doesn't have to be heavy or anything, but it's going to be something serious. But again, you guys being here, I know Cynic just joined in late, but yeah, you guys being here, thank you. But again, like when I saw the nice comments coming in, I was touched, but I was also scared that I was doing the same bullshit I don't like other people doing. Then again, they announce it more publicly and they do it a couple times, but I didn't want to. I didn't even want to do it once. Like that's why I never address how I feel about certain things or how I'm feeling at the time on stream because I always feel manipulative when I do that. And you have to remember that I'm the kind of person. What did I do before? There's something I said that I don't like to do because I don't play a character. I don't play a character. I may ham things up. I don't play a character because I feel it's manipulative. So, yes, I'm being open, I'm being honest right now. But there's a reason why like I never talk about it or I make a post about it on Twitter or make it on Discord, you know. Or I don't label the stream as such because then it's like a whole bunch of people come in and they're wondering what's wrong with me, you know, what's going on. They feel sad for me or they feel bad for me. And then they feel like they have to come to every stream to support me or whatever. It's like, I don't want that. I don't fucking want that. You come if you want to. That's it. And if you can't come and you want to, then I hope whatever you have to do, you know, it goes well. Sometimes emotions just slip out, and that's okay. You're not made. And again, like, I guess just me as a person. Sometimes when I do things, I'll think about how people perceive it, and I'll think it's like 400 IQ chess or something. Where again, I this is my own personal thing. Like I have people I can talk to my brother about this. He's about any of this. But I feel like for me when I do it on the internet, again, this is the only channel I have. I don't have some secret pass. I literally am just some schmuck who started this. You won't find like my IRL channel anywhere because there is none. But anyways, like because I've seen people do it a bit too much, where you know they'll unload a lot of baggage on people, and then they keep doing it, and they only show appreciation when they get that success. I just don't like it. Like it just feels scummy to me to bring up, you know, something that people can relate to, just being down the dumps, you know, and a sense of inadequacy. And then like the next day, like when they get that support that they want, they go, "Oh my gosh, thanks guys for the support. I don't know why it happened, but I'm glad to see so many people came out when the day before they did this, and they do it again. And I hope they don't do it a third fucking time." And the worst part is, some of these people can be very genuine. But as with most things on the internet, you just can't trust it anymore because of the precedents people have set, which is horrible. Where it's gotten to the point where even I feel like I can't say things at times because I feel like I'm going to be that manipulative asshole. So yeah, but yes, Demon Zuri, thank you for saying that. But just to let you know where my head is at with that kind of thing. That's why I feel the way I do about it. But that still doesn't change. No, no. This is the new thing now. I want to become the biggest VTuber. Or just, no. I want to become one of the biggest content creators. Um, but it's that whole thing of I have this next year of school coming up. And it seems like if I get the internship, it's a gateway to just immediately have a job after I graduate. And that's a lot of security, to have a job already out of college. And that's if I'm not going to doubt myself if I'm going to get the internship. I just know I am. I have to believe I am at least. But I just want that college degree. That's it. I just want the degree saying I did my time. And I want my parents to think that I'm able to support myself and all of that, and they can be rest assured that whatever they decide to do next, it's like no, now they can take care of themselves because my brother already has his career, his job. He's a welder. By the way you act, I yeah, I can see that with especially with the amount of bullshit I've done. Especially with the amount of bullshit I've done. Yeah, thank you. I don't know. It feels like sometimes, like what is that? I know I didn't get too heavy, but I know there's another stream, and to me it feels like recent, but it's been like 2 months ago, which in internet time is just a second. But again, no, I don't mean to argue back against MZ. What I do want to say is thank you everyone for your support. I know I may question myself sometimes, and I know I'm asking this question out loud, but with these things you were typing, the things you were saying, I do want to say thank you. And I'm not trying to argue against you. It's just the way my mind works. But thank you. If there's one thing I want to make clear about that, about the whole thing, is thank you. Yeah, like this next year is going to be interesting. Hell, these next 2 months before school starts going to be interesting. Like I haven't started anything I wanted to when school got out in the first place, and that's on me at this point. But it's fucking rough. Because here's the thing: the internship is it's nice, it's convenience. And now, what do I mean by nice convenient? It's right on campus. So most people have to go to campus anyways to do things, and it's 20 hours guaranteed a week, but you have to work 20 hours though. And they're very flexible, very understanding for you have other things to do. But what if I get the internship and right after I graduate I say, "Nope, I'm not interested. I don't want the job." And I took that position from someone else that really wanted to have a guaranteed job, and here I am fucking about on the internet, and I'm just like, "Nope, I'm just gonna go full-time VTuber." Not that I think that's gonna happen anytime soon, because it's because of the way I do things and how I operate. It's not a viable financial option. They are. I still feel shitty though. If I were to take away someone else's opportunity at the internship and a career after that because I just needed some credit. Mandatory credit, by the way. I need to do an internship to get my degree. You know, Psychotastic, I actually did forget about that. I actually did forget that by me saying no, it just means someone else can get the job. You're right, Pivot. But I still feel shitty for taking the internship from someone else. Because again, from what I've heard from the people who run it, is that if you work at the internship, you're you pretty much have a job at that company afterwards. And I just feel shitty, taking that chance from someone else. And yes, I understand, they made their choices. They they decided to not. I think I can say this actually. They decided to not be a better candidate than me. I think I can legitimately say that they decided to not be a better candidate than me. And to be quite frank, it's probably because they're normies. Which is interesting because here's the tech people who are nerds who say they like nerd culture or whatever. And that's kind of how you can tell they're normies. And because they're normies, they don't have people skills. They can't hold a conversation with someone. Like, my friend who lives upstairs from me, my very good friend, like, they are in, what is it? What is the word? Uh, Pharmacy. They essentially work with all these drugs, all these medicines. They mix and combine. They do all this work. They mix their components correctly, and I know nothing about it, but I'm still interested. I want to know what goes on. Like, I'm just curious, and then I'm trying my best to understand what's going on, and I always like hearing what they have to say about it because just like in everything, there's something interesting about it. Like, there's things you don't know, and then like I want to rip the wall off and see how the wires go, where they go. So I remember there was this one time that they explained to me, and I'm again, if there's someone who sees this later who works in pharmacy or whatever, and like they're like, oh, like they don't know what they're on. I probably don't remember it right. You have to remember that. But anyways, they're explaining to me something about a component that was in a drug and how it affects the brain, and I didn't know how to articulate well that I'm very much interested, but I don't but I just don't have the words. And I felt like they took it as, oh, I just don't want to talk about this. But in actuality, I did. I just want to know more. I just don't have the words to say it. Like, when you're having a conversation, it's a back and forth. And a lot of normies, it's really self-centered. That's like there's one thing I try not to do is to make the conversation about myself. Um, I think the only one who can attest to that are the people who've really listened when I have a conversation with somewhere else. But, that's one of the easier ways to do it. Is like, you kind of relate to yourself. But with normies, they take you for a fucking mile. Where it's like they take you down this whole story, and all it does is just lead back into them more. Where it's like, it's like someone to talk to me about, you know, oh, there's this really good burger shop down on 12th or whatever, and it has bacon and cheese. Like, oh, sweet. I don't mind bacon and cheese. There's actually this one place at my old place down on 11th actually has a really good place. And I was like, oh, really? It's like, yeah, I want to try that burger since we're near it. Like, more of a conversation, you go back into what the other person was saying. Or you just build the conversation to something like, I think this is the simplest way for me to put it. People interest me. But we've gone to a point where people aren't interesting. Which is fucking ridiculous. It's gone to the point where every time I start a new job, I legitimately think to myself, all right, you have no interests. You're just not going to have an interest in the world, and maybe people won't talk to you. Because I'm usually, thankfully, each time on my job, there have been people who have actually been, a person. They've been human. They're not robots. I remember, like, I talked to, like, I think one of the head people for the McDonald's I worked at. And, like, remember, this is, like, the first time I worked in, like, a fast food place like this. And everything was so efficient. Everything was just so nice. And I remember going up to him, and he was like, so how are you liking it? And I go to him and was like, this kitchen is amazing. Like, everything is just, everything just makes sense. Everything's so close together. Everything, everyone has space to do what they need to. It's a little cramped in here, but, like, if you gave us, like, a few more inches, it'd be perfect. And he, like, ecstatic to hear this. I'm so glad, like, and he talked about, like, how McDonald's does a lot of, like, tests internally. It's, like, make kitchens of, like, fit wherever they need to. It's like there's a bunch of designs for these different what's the dimensions. And then they even had apparently at one point like a mock kitchen, and they told the managers or these general managers, all right, put people where you think they should go. No, yeah, distribute yourselves amongst where you think you should go to maximize efficiency. And they're like, oh, perfect. Like, we're head general managers. We know what we're doing. And apparently they managed to serve, like, 20 customers in, like, it was a time frame. It was a pretty short one. But, like, when they did it the way McDonald's tested and, like, did their, like, internal, testing, they managed to serve 100 people. So 5 times more in that same time span. And it's like, oh. It's like, I thought that was pretty interesting. It was so interesting, in fact, I still remember it today. And I'm telling you this right now. I may not remember the specifics, but I remember the general flow of it. Because one, that person actually sounded passionate to. But two, it was actually interesting. It was like, this is his career, but also this guy's actually passionate about what he does. And he's not just following the grain or just like, just being like, what do you think a normal manager would be? Which is like, fuck this, I'm just doing here for the paycheck, Which, because I just brought that up now, I know we've just moved away from normies a bit, but I feel like it's still in the same vein, where, because normies can be passionate too, but they've been told what to like. This guy just likes it. I always remember his jabs at Burger King. I remember him saying, like, multiple times, like, throughout my time there, it's like, yeah, I remember eating a Whopper from Burger King. It was the first and last thing I eat. Capitalistic efficiency at its peak, lawful good. Like, yeah. And you can think about whatever McDonald's. I'm not going to stop you from hating companies. I'm not. I'm just saying, though, like, this guy, whenever I met him, whenever I talked to him, all he wanted was just someone that worked, but also, could talk to the people he was working with as well. Just because that's the thing is I've learned throughout the years is that when people are hiring, they just want a people's person. Someone they can work with. And I can work with most people. Even with the people I can't fucking stand. It's just like, I will begrudgingly do it, but at some point I'm gonna leave because of your bullshit. And then they better think about, hey, we just lost one of our best people because of this person's bullshit. Are we gonna fire them, or are we gonna keep losing good people? At that point, it's the managers. Like, I don't know. Whenever I work, I just see, this is what I fucking hate, because now it sounds like I'm bragging, and I don't fucking like that. So I'm gonna drop it. Alright. Yes. It was their choice to not be better than me. Which, if Twitter were to hear that, they'd fucking get all wild about that. But it's their fault for not being. Also, let me say this real fucking quick. Antisocial does not mean you don't know how, introvert. I should actually say introvert. Being introverted does not mean you can't hold a fucking conversation. It just means you prefer, when you're by yourself, having time to recharge by yourself. An extrovert likes being around people. That's how they get their energy. An introvert can have conversations with people. They can know how to interact with another human being. Antisocial? Maybe, yeah. But I don't like that people who are like, where it's like they're introverted and they think that's an excuse to not learn how to talk to people, to just, acknowledge the person in front of you uttering noises. Why am I getting heated now? Because I fucking hate Twitter. I know that. But still. Hello, MacLeod Max. I'm just ranting and raving at this point. Yeah, introvert does not equal antisocial. No, it's just the way you like to spend your time and how you get your energy back. How you feel, like yourself again, essentially. Like that's why me being in my house for the last year or two, like I was fine. Yep, drains it by talking or it's social activities. Yeah, and you have all these social butterfly or society likes to call them social butterflies who are extroverted, who can't hold a conversation with their fellow coworker properly. Like I feel like I need an actual example for this. Like some of you guys already get what I'm saying, but for those of you who don't, it's on my end. That's bad. It's my end because I'm not the one properly explaining it. So I apologize for that. But positive mental attitude. Insert me saying I'm a golden god at some point. Some jab or some joke where it ends with me saying I'm just God. I don't need a positive mental attitude, for I am the definition of a positive mental attitude. There you go. Put that on a wall. And some cat. Put Frida on the wall. Yeah, just Frida. I don't need a positive mental attitude because I am the definition of, because I am a golden god. And then just hang that on some Karen's wall. It's like, that's so quirky. That's me, alright? I am the definition of a positive mental attitude, alright? So don't you fucking get on my case, Deborah! I'm not apologizing for anyone's ears who are hurt by that. That's what a Karen would do, and I'm simply highlighting their bullshit. A red-blooded American male? I really don't like Karens. I really don't. But yeah, Demons are, do not worry about it. Thank you for stopping by, and thanks for being here, and thanks for listening. Go, go do what you need to. Do not worry. I don't know how much longer I'm streaming, but no. If I don't see you here again, hope to see you soon. And have a good day. But yeah, hopefully whatever you need to do goes well. We don't have Karens in India. Oh, Karens come in many forms. Karens come in many forms. I used to think we only had Karens in America. But oh lordy. Oh lordy lord, did I learn there's a lot more in other places. You see, that's the thing. I haven't met a Karen in real life yet. But I know they're out there in the wild. And they're not going to be happy when they meet me. Yeah, they don't know borders. They just exist. Yeah, no. Karen's not going to be happy when she meets me. Me or my brother. So let me explain a bit about me and my brother. So with me, when I get angry, I get kind of quiet angry, or I'm very vocal about it. It's one of the two. It's like I'm either seething silently or I'm very vocal about my frustrations. With my brother though, he if you call police in India for no reason, like moral policing, they're gonna whoop your oh, oh, that sounds glorious. No. That's police brutality. Not like the Karen is trying to abuse her citizen rights by getting an innocent person thrown in jail or anything, but no, I can't condone that. Nope, not me. Not me. Not to a Karen of all things. They're innocent. But, what was I saying? Yeah, my brother, he's like one that'll keep a smile on, but like it's like a ticking time bomb. So there have been times where, you know, where something's going on, a conversation's going on, and he's like, yep, yep. And at some point, if that person's still being frustrating, he'll like just cut to the fucking chase, and he won't yell because I haven't seen him like have a need to like bitch a person out, but it's usually like it's like, all right, let's fucking go, because we have something we need to do, and he's getting annoyed, he's getting kind of mad, and it's like, oh, okay, let's do that. I've seen him do that to other people. But like, I remember we were at a Burger King once. We were just having some lunch, and like, something about that day, like something about the idea of a Karen. Um, and I remember talking to my brother, and I told him the exact same thing. It's like, I'm kind of like quiet, sometimes I'll say things, but few, like, I won't be surprised if there's a Karen out there right now and they start bitching at the employee, like you just start like lighting a fire under her ass so hard, like the way he does things, like I just can't replicate that well. It's the idea of like uh he'd be essentially saying thing like the first thing he says is like, "Oh yeah, no, please keep telling us about it, and then tell us about your broken ass marriage you should be doing somewhere else," or something like that. Like he just kind of lay into them, where like he'd start off by sarcastic telling them like how they're a hero or something, and then he just like tell them like, "Go take your marital issues somewhere fucking else." And then she'd say, "I'm already divorced," and he'd say, "Oh, thank God the husband got out of it." Like, he would dig deep. He would put his heel into the fucking ground and stand there, and he'd just have an honest to God smile on his face. Like, I think that's the thing. It's like he wouldn't have a frown or like a mad face. He'd just be smiling, his eyes up, looking at you, and it's like, "What are you gonna do, bitch?" I saw that dude. I saw it do this then. But no, my brother's great. Like, he worked in the food, probably was like, I'm free. Exactly. But my brother's great. Like, I think most of you see him at least one point, but I know Maxwell said that, we're very alike. And I'm glad we're very alike on this part. That's a. So to me at this point, a Karen is someone who's lived a life of moderate luxury, who hasn't had many difficulties in their life, so they know how to properly process it. But there can also be Karens who aren't, who haven't been privileged. There's also Karens like that. It's just like people who don't want to be the 90% of person. Karens will exist in that 1%. Here in America, we have Karens all over the spectrum. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like how it is in other countries. It's like essentially it's a Karen is someone who has, they believe they have the authority from God themselves to not be inconvenienced by something, and they'll always have like a laundry list of excuses of why, like, you doing them is like an insult to them and their whole family lineage. But yeah, you mostly see it from people who are more well off, but it can happen where it's someone who is not well off. Like, they're the ones who say, if a burger gets fucked up, they're not just like, oh, hey, can you please fix this burger? It's like, hey, like, I saw this burger, and it's not made right. And, like, that's it. They kind of go, like, hey, can you do something about it? Because, let's be honest, at this point, most restaurants are just going to, like, they're going to be like, oh, of course, no problem. Sorry about that. Very few places are going to be like that. But they think that, like, they're not going to get the understanding person or whatever. And then, like, they immediately go into attack mode. But yeah, me and my brother are ready. Like, we can out bitch any person that thinks they have a God given authority to do this. Like, it's not gonna be pretty. And I can't wait for us to be on Twitter. It's like, can you believe these Hispanic minorities would do this to someone? Is that a jab at white people? No, it's a jab at people who think they can morally police me. To be a fellow Karen. How the youth in this country are just atrocious to the old elderly people. I don't care. Listen, if you're acting like a Karen, I don't care who you are, what you describe yourself as. At that point, you are, by all definitions, a bitch. If you act like a bitch, if you sit like a bitch, if you talk like a bitch, you're a bitch. If it quacks, it's a duck. If it sits like a duck, it's a duck. Golden power, oh my god! Actually, you went back to Vice Animal. Oh wait, no, that is Frida. That is fucking Frida. Maxwell, that's going up on stream. That is my brother's cat. What is it called? What was that meme? Like Advice Animal or something? Yeah, I think it's called Advice Animal. Where'd I just save it to? No, Frida's Adventures. I have a folder called Frida's Adventures now because of Maxwell. Here's that thing that like Karen should have on the wall. It's like, just hang in there, like, TGIF, it's Friday. Thank God it's TGIF. I had to search up. Oh, it's advice animal. This meme is advice animal. I did. I had to search up meme spiral backgrounds. This is a. I remember when this was on. Yeah, the Rage. So these were called Rage comics back in the day. And this was one branch. No, Rage comics were the ones with the like the faces, the black and white faces. This was Advice Animal. But I remember Rage comics just had like a blend of them, like the troll face, and then like the I think the serial guy was also part of it, but I don't think he was officially under that name. Yeah, this is some old wizardry that Maxwell had to pull out. I don't even think I don't think you were looking at memes like this. Maybe it would show up on like Facebook or something for you. But like I remember when like these would like flood, absolutely fucking flood like any meme page or whatever. That's like any website that had they were dedicated to like funny images or whatever. Like these would just flood it up. Besides, Rage Comics, and this could return and evolve. Yep, we did do an evolution. But yeah, I feel like we've heavily derailed off of what this stream originally was, and now it just turned into normie bashing. Which I mean, God bless. We need more normie awareness now than ever because this is like the Red Scare. Is your friend a normie? Report them today. Except normies are actually a threat to society. Rikku, that's a slippery slope you're going down. No, no. Everything is okay again. I'm glad to hear it, Demon Zuri. I'm just telling people if they think their friend's a normie, report them to the proper officials. Because normies ruin everything. They're the ones who in 5 years are going to make these VTuber models and like they're going to drop it in like a month and say, yeah, I remember when I was a VTuber before it was cool. Like, I stopped being a VTuber because like everyone else is becoming a VTuber. That's the bullshit they're going to pull in 5 years. My brother's a normie. Doesn't know. I tell you to tell him, but I don't know if he's ready for that talk yet. Considering the things I've seen he sent you, I don't think he's ready for that talk. Like that's the one thing that scares me is normies getting to any fandom, just any of them, because they'll ruin it. By God, they'll ruin it. And I don't want that. I don't want that for anything. But here they are. They'll get their claws on something, and then and they'll be like, "Oh, it's so cool and unique." And then once they get like accustomed to it pretty well, they'll be like, "No, we need to change that. That's not how it should be." And then after they changed everything, they'll go, "I don't like it anymore. It's not like what it used to be." I'm actually about to fucking punch my monitor. Holy shit. Like I clenched my fist and my arm just wanted to extend. I'm not punching my monitor. Not today. Oh. If you were in it before like May 2020. I wasn't cool then because I joined in September of 2020. Yeah, I'm just not cool, I guess. But that's all right because I have a positive mental attitude. I don't need positive mental attitude when I have a golden power of a god. I can't believe you actually used Frida. I'm gonna show that to my brother. Yeah, none of us are cool. Why is Frida like this? Oh yeah, like I remember I tried to force my brother to sit down to watch the Keys in the Eye Resident Evil 7 playthrough, and like, oh, one of my favorite VTubers from back in the day was Kageyama Luna. She was so much fun. I remember when her frame rate was shit, and that was so good. Like I remember it was only when I recently came back, like maybe a year ago, when I saw they fixed her frame rates. Like I remember watching Whole Live back in November of 2019. But yeah, no, Kageyama Luna was so funny. I liked her a lot. Yeah, she had shit frame rate. Yeah, Keys and I remember when like I think she had under a million subscribers when I finally followed her or subscribed to her. I don't remember. It was before Mother's Basement made a video on her. I was there when Toa was still on tweet. Ah, fuck that. Yep. Yep. What if this stream was just the... No, no, I can't think about it because I'm gonna be tempted to do it. I can't just make a stream where it's just this. This off meta streaming format has gone out of hand. And 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 a stream where I rig just for his face. All I see is cat. No, you see a positive mental attitude. The delay doesn't allow for snarky comebacks. That's another win for my positive mental attitude then Ox. Oh wait. What am I going to? There we go. Yeah. This is the stream. This is peak male performance right here for a streamer. Frida's a girl, by the way. She's like 11 now, I think. 11 or 12. We really don't. Like, we know that when. Yeah, we think she's 11. And so what we do is January 1st is her birthday because we don't actually know her real birthday. So January 1st is always Frida's birthday. New Year, that means she gets older. And the thing is, we could probably figure out how old she is if we took her to a vet. Transition someone. Yeah. So Frida, she is a girl. She's 11. She's still young, relatively. Yeah. She's a good cat. Despite my constant yelling at her and saying cat. One day when I'm just yelling at the cat, someone's gonna come into the stream. It's like, oh my gosh, animal abuse. And it's like, no, fuck you. Yeah, that's going on the wall. Right there. The easy solution would just be get the easy breezy beautiful cover girl, but I'm not gonna get rid of it. But yeah. I really don't have much else to talk about. Yeah, no. I got out. I vented, I guess. Let out my feelings. Other than that, I don't think there's much else to talk about. Like, yeah, Lulu graduating fucked me up. Also, what, Deep Missouri? While you type it, I will continue. Um, yeah. Told my brother he's a Norman. He said he doesn't know what that means. He'll learn one day. If he keeps looking up memes, he'll figure out soon enough. Yeah, no. Wow, what a normie. Yeah, I I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm gonna tell you, expect a video tomorrow, and I'm going to try to make it not quality. Why? Because we're gonna get big, boys. We're gonna get big, but not through the ways other people do. Also, expect the new channel to be announced tomorrow for the videos themselves. So it'll kind of just be like a little bit of vomit. Let him be radicalized by memes about those results, and he'll not be annoyed. Be radicalized by memes. Oh boy. Oh god, he's looking at Pee Pee the Frog. Media. I can't believe mainstream media was baited that hard. But then again, mainstream media is kind of dumb. Yeah. Yeah. So, just so you know, Discord will be announced to the people who recently joined. It'll be open for 7 days. I've been saying I'm gonna open it up for like the last 4 months, but I haven't. So yeah, we open it up for 7 days. So people, whenever they come in who are new, can just hop on in. I'm gonna be, because one of my main things was I wanted to let a culture settle in first with the Discord. Now we have it. Like, I know there's one user in this channel who like said they're just gonna be nothing but a little shit, and they seem like a kid too, because like they said like, oh, if I get caught like watching you late, that my parents are gonna beat my ass. So it's just like, well, that's a red flag. So we might have to kick his ass out real quick. But yeah, yeah. Now that we know kind of what we're about in the Discord, I'm gonna let people in. Uh, Other than that, yeah, video. What will it be on? If I can have my way, it would be it'd be like footage of a game caught on my phone, and it'd just be me talking about something. And like what I mean, caught on my phone, I mean like I take the camera, put it to the screen, and start recording. I don't think I'd be able to do commentary though. Um, like live commentary, I have to do post commentary, and it'd just be about whatever. Maybe I should just do live commentary, but I need the camera quality to be bad though if I want to do that. Start a let's play on that channel. Oh, that'd be tempting. A let's play on some obscure game. Oh yeah, this is a commentary on Pong. It's a game back in 1980s. Fun fact about this. I hate it already. Yeah. Should I make an introduction video? Yes. And I thought the perfect way to do it. I'm gonna piss off some people potentially if I have two ideas I'll piss people off, but which one do I go with? Acer. I'm screenshotting that right now. There we go. It's screenshot. Then you can do the live commentary. Oh my gosh. Wait, don't you need like a CS:GO to do that though? Do I have any Source Engine games? I don't have Half-Life. I'll tell you that right now. I don't have Half-Life. The only Source Engine game I have is like Left 4 Dead. Let's see, Left 4 Dead 2. I could download Team Fortress and just go to community server then. Would I still be able to do that on like a TF2 game? TF2 works. Okay, I can try downloading TF2 then. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, yes. Welcome back to another morning news with part-timer Rikku. The date is June 25th, 2021. Let's hop on to the news for today. As I'm like surfing through through this community server, it'll be like all those commentary channels from back in the day. Oh my gosh. Tonight, on a very special episode of the morning radio show, I am here to introduce myself, part-timer Rikku, and for today's news is some things you should know about me and the content I shouldn't be allowed to do things on the internet. No, Maxwell. If I get good at surfing, that defeats the purpose. I'm trying to let people know what I'm all about. And if I'm magically good at this, well, I'm not like the average person, now am I? I gotta sell that lie. Me not being able to surf and you just seeing like the same frame. What if I do? I won't. No, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be so fucking dumb, but I love it. And that'll be my introduction video: is me surfing, doing a special night report on the morning news feature starring me, and it's about me. Oh my god! And then like do that typical thing where all my relevant information's like posted or like the pinned comments, like my mama rigger, my I don't know what else do people do. Reading a Fox News Infowars report. Oh boy. I'm gonna do that thing where it's the pinned comments. And just at the bottom, like after posting all my links, it's just also if you want a brief introduction to me, here it is. I make sure to use the ENVTuber tag and I just post that. And I need to sound it's either I need to sound like NPR or I need to sound like super monotone. I have to pick a lane, and that's the fun part. I get fun either way. Because I know I've wanted to do the morning news thing, but I was just like, how do I do this? And this is perfect. Those fucking surfing videos from back in the day. Before I said I'm mad that I streamed this all, but now I'm really glad. We got a lot of work to do, boys, lads and ladettes, and we got short time to do it. But that's all right because we're going to get big. So make sure you get your part-timer Rikku merch today for only $5, so you can flip it for $300 down the line. I'm watching out for you. $5 for me today means $400 for you tomorrow. You sell them like you two's on eBay. Listen, if any of you are short on cash, I have an easy pyramid scheme. All right, give me $5 today, and I guarantee you'll quadruple. No, quintuple your profits tomorrow by buying my merch and then selling it for a premium on eBay tomorrow. Limited time sale that I totally won't start up. Damn, this normie is really complaining. Are you talking about your brother? Yeah. Yes, I'm talking about my brother. There is one thing I want to. I feel like. I feel like we need to do more special events. He sent another picture and his beard got worse. Oof. Well, uh, if you want, if tell, I don't. I learned this later on, but if you want a bigger, fuller beard, apparently you want to like shave often because like apparently like cutting the hair promotes growth or whatever. It's like you need to pull it out, but it's only growing on his chin. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that before I started shaving, like I'd buy I what was it? Like I barely got any hair on my face. But like as soon as school started demanding that I shaved, I can't have a molecule of hair on my face. That's where I started to get like a stupidly big beard. Rikku, you can't just say things like that. You're breaking the meta. All right, I have to read this. I have to. Okay, what Ricky's doing, I didn't get a good look. Can break my meta. Uh huh. All right. So don't worry about what I just said, Secretary. Here's something you need to worry. Here's the real thing you should be paying attention to. There is a VTuber who for right now, no, they do stream. They do stream. Their name is Mushi. Allow me to post their thing in here. Mushi is hilarious. And this is one of her latest tweets. It goes as such. Normal people to other normal people. Normal people to others. Treat people how you want to be treated. People to content creators. It's okay to be a bitch. Just a little piece of shit. Just an absolute savage. Just someone absolutely toxic. Because you are a king. Everyone else is just a hater. Fucking Mushi's amazing. They're they're one of the few people that I see that just tweet constantly. That's just nothing but gold. Like they're taking they're doing the thing that Twitter is made for. It's like, putting out your ideas on there. And it's not moral policing, it's not anything, it's just gold after gold, and sometimes she'll get serious or deep, whatever. But legitimately, most of the time when she's tweeting, it's just perfection. It's just good. Like if you have Twitter and you want to follow someone that's actually entertaining, 3 out of 10. Ow, you're just a hater, psychotastic. I am indeed. That I cannot deny. Which is interesting. Because here I am, like, it's like, oh man, they give Pivot a like first time it's like, oh man, they give Pivot a hard time a lot. I wonder if they'll give me a hard time a lot. And then no. My brother read Twink and thought candy bar. I mean, you should probably rip that band-aid off right now from him. I regret talking him to. Yeah. I too far we haven't had like one of that pivot on stream. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So tonight, huh? Should probably do it. Actually, cook. Should cook. Should make food instead of just making toast sandwiches. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm glad we had this talk today. Earlier, I wasn't so keen on the talk, but I'm glad we did. But yeah, Spark Notes. Sad that Lulu's me leaving. Uh, really considered like maybe just be done with this. But then I remembered I did this because I just felt like I wanted to. I literally said one day, I want to do this, and that was it. That was the end of the discussion. Now I want to be one of the I want to be a big content creator. I don't care about being the biggest, but I want to be big and entertaining. Mm. I don't care about being the biggest ENVTuber or VTuber. I want to be one of the bigger content creators. And we're gonna do it in our own magical fun way as we do with every stream. Because remember, who needs a positive mental attitude when I'm a golden god? This guy wanting to be big but entertaining. And I'm just here wanting money. Psychotastic, the money. We can want the money too. Alright? We can want multiple things. I just have my two priorities. Just money. Alright, everyone. I am gonna go do things. Money doesn't exist, only Fritos. I think we have a bag of Fritos on the table right now. Fritos are pretty good. I like Fritos. My brother made a Frito pie like a week ago. It was pretty good. It was kind of lacking. It's like you need something else with it. Like, I don't know what though. A what? A Frito pie. It's like beans, cheese, and then you have like a bag of Fritos with it. I'd have to ask him what exactly he put in there. I think he put more in there. Like it was like a side dish. It wasn't like a meal that to have by itself. Yeah. And just remember, everyone. I know we had this talk today. It was pretty deep, but if you can't come to a stream, don't worry about it. Do what you need to. You made a free. I didn't make it. My brother did. You go ask him. I'm innocent in all this. He just said you want some. I said sure, and I had some, and it felt lacking. Maybe there was sauce. I don't know. But we are gonna have a grudge against you. But if you don't come to what? What did I do? But we are gonna have a grudge against you if you don't come to your streams. Wait, so if I don't come to my own streams, then you're gonna hold a grudge against me? Oh, you're saying that? Okay, you're saying that about other people. Okay. Okay, I was like, wait, I don't get it, but now I get it, and knowing's half the battle. Wait, the summer sale has just started? Wait, what? Has the Steam summer sale started? I treated it like a tongue twister when it wasn't. It started. Oh no. Oh no, my wallet. There is only one game that I want to play for you all. How much is it off? It's off 50%. The Steam summer sale is live. It's a From Software game. And originally it wasn't released to America. Alright. So I may potentially finish Hyperlight Drifters tomorrow. I'm gonna try to at least. And on Monday we're gonna be back with Fleece of the Painful. Because I kept delaying that stream. But the game I want to play for all of you is Metal Wolf Chaos XD. If you don't know that game, you're gonna learn with me the glory that is this game. Metal Wolf Chaos XD. We're gonna play it. We're gonna experience it. It may only be one stream I play this game. I may just like bum rush through it and just get like the unlockables and just do a stream of it. So it might not be on Tuesday, but it's gonna be within the next 2 weeks. And we're just going to have a grand old time. Like, if there's any stream that I ever hype up for anyone, it's gonna be that one. it's going to be Metal Wolf Chaos. Fuck you, animes. Ooh, I might also play Mari at some point. We'll see about that. Yeah. Yeah, if there's any stream I ever hype up, it's going to be Metal Wolf Chaos. I'm not saying it's the only one I'll ever hype up, but that's one of the big ones. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy. And if you don't, that's not on me. That's your bad. But yeah, look forward to that. The game is good. I'm excited. I'm gonna see what other games also go on sale. I'm also gonna wait to see if like they drop the price anymore because sometimes people do that where, or some publishers will drop the game down even more later on in the sale. But yes, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll try to finish Hyperlight Drifters, and potentially we might play a very special game very soon. And who knows? Maybe I'll actually advertise myself a bit for that one. Yeah, everyone. Um, Thank you for coming today. Thank you for listening and for supporting. We're on the up and up. We're on the up and up. Don't worry. We're gonna make good work. We're gonna because that's the thing. These streams are about having fun. So I'm gonna keep trying my best. I'm gonna keep putting my best foot forward. And if not, I'm gonna fumble and hopefully we'll get a laugh out of it. But yeah. Also, Pivot, don't think you're clever. I saw that heart emoji. Yeah, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. And thank you for your kind words. I still don't know what to do about school. Don't know anything to do about that. But we're going to take it one day at a time, see what fucking happens. And at the end of the day, what really matters is I'm just going to go grab lunch. I guess that's what matters at the end of the day. Eat something. Yeah, everyone. Thank you for coming. And thank you for your thoughts. I'm ready. I'm ready to go again. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Ah, yes. What matters is toast sandwich is a thing. Suck it, Pivot. It's a thing.